I'm not your dear Mrs. Bainbridge. And don't you think you can sneak in the back door without my seeing? I saw you and I want my money.
My dear Mrs. Bainbridge, if you continue to import from me in this unseemly fashion, I may be forced to seek chambers elsewhere.
Not without settling the rent, you won't. 3 weeks owing and never so much as the smell of a brass farthing.
Such credit arrangements are not unknown in the better class of establishment.
The day I trust you, or any other theatrical. And as for him, that in there, I've had just about enough of him.
Have you no pity for my friend's affliction?
Affliction, is that what you call it? Drunk's the word. Drunk from morning till night, and when he's not drunk, he's violent. My other tenants are always complaining about the noise. And what if he should take it into his head to attack me?
Madam, your optimism knows no bounds.
Oh, you give me my money and clear out.
You shall receive satisfaction tomorrow, every penny. I shall visit my bank. All the perfumes of Arabia wouldn't sweeten that vile creature.
Mr. Tarbuck, have you got it?
It, Dicker. To what are you referring?
Oh, please, Mr. Tarbuck, I haven't had a drop since midday. The bottle's empty.
Oh, so it is. Well.
If you hadn't come back, I'd have gone out.
Out, Dicker? Oh, no, not that. Think of the havoc that the damp evening vapors would wreak upon your constitution. You see, Dicker, you must never leave the warmth and comfort of this room. But why should you want to?
The devils came to me.
Oh, I see. You wanted the gin to chase away the devils. Yes, but you see, gin costs money, Dicker, and you have no money. Who is your benefactor, Dicker?
Go on, Mr. Tarbuck.
Quite. Who is the benevolent Bacchus who distributes gin?
You are, Mr. Tarbuck.
Who is the wellhead of your happiness, the fountainhead of your life?
You are, Mr. Tarbuck.
And, are you grateful, Dicker?
Yes, Mr. Tarbuck. Look, for God, for sake!
In my left-hand pocket, Dicker. The stream is running dry, Dicker, for both of us. Your benefactor finds himself hard-pressed, not least by the noxious Mrs. Bainbridge. We must replenish our funds by a visit to me bank. A rare touch of humour, that. Me bank. Me leading lady.
I see. What exactly happened then, Mrs. Sinclair?
Well, you see, I was returning home late one night, about 10:30, I imagine, and as I went up the drive towards the house...
which is where?
Highgate. It's only a small house, but it does stand in its own grounds.
I see. Please carry on, Mrs. Sinclair.
Well, I had this feeling that somebody was watching me in the bushes. And I stopped for a moment, and just as I was dismissing the whole thing as mere imagination, this man sprang out in front of me. He seized me by the throat, and I screamed. I was on the point of losing consciousness when Mrs. Jarvis, my housekeeper, opened the door. The man released me and bolted.
What did he look like?
Well, I'm afraid I didn't see him. You see, it all happened in the shadows. I'm afraid I couldn't describe him at all.
Well, perhaps your housekeeper saw him more clearly.
Perhaps. From the state she was in, she certainly saw something. In fact, I had to spend all my time quietening her hysterics. I didn't have a chance to indulge my own.
Grossly unfair. Your husband, I take it that Mr. Sinclair was not at home.
Oh, I'm a widow, Mr. Marriott. You see, that's what makes it all the worse. I feel so lonely and unprotected. You'll think me a fanciful creature, I'm sure, but for some time now I've had this terrible feeling that someone, something was watching me. Mr. Marriott, I'm so afraid.
I think we should be able to do something about that. First, I'd like to have a word with your housekeeper.
Oh. Oh, well, I'm afraid I gave her the day off. I thought it might help quieten her nerves.
Oh.
I wonder, would it be too much trouble for you to call in this evening?
This evening?
Sure, she'd be back by then.
Well, actually, I have another case that, yes, I think that could be arranged.
Oh, good. You know, I'm beginning to feel much better already.
Good.
Marriott.
Well, shall we leave it at that for the moment, Mrs. Sinclair?
Thank you so much. And you too, Mr. Rodway.
Glad to be of service, ma'am. Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Well?
Well, I think the matter could stand a little further investigation.
Really?
Yes, actually, I said I'd talk to the housekeeper this evening.
You're detailed to assist Sergeant Garland with his counterfeiting case.
Well, yes, but we've been watching the premises for over a week. I don't think they'll come back.
Sergeant Cork was sure he would. You heard from him, by the way?
From?
Sergeant Cork?
Yes, I had a postcard this morning from sunny Margaret.
What's he say?
It's raining.
Well, serves him right for taking his holiday at such a damn awkward time. All right, you go and see this housekeeper, but don't waste time. Sergeant Garland will be very pleased about you. Raining.
Cut my two best laughs again, did you hear? He cut my two best laughs again, did you hear?
Oh, Mr. Dilthorne, since that garment forms part of the company's wardrobe, you would oblige me by using it with a little more respect.
I very much doubt if our audience, such as it was, would notice a few creases.
Hardly a professional attitude, Mr. Dilthorne. When I make my final entrance as the Silver King, I radiate well-dressed prosperity. I should not look as though I have just been run over by a horse-drawn bus.
You think we have a future in Camden Town, do you? Oh, I don't.
We must wait for the word to spread, Mr. Dilthorne. Though I say to myself the name of Adrian Fitzgerald Tarbuck is still drawing power in these regions.
Well, it drew 15 paying customers to that matinee, or didn't you notice?
I tend to become so immersed in my role that I am oblivious to all else.
Well, I'm telling you, there were 15.
I counted 17.
2 of them were parsies. My landlady and her daughter. Oh, I might have known better. Now she's wondering where her rent's coming from. Frankly, so am I.
Ah, they're Philistines, everyone. Still, the matter of finance is in hand.
See you in the Victoria? The usual?
My apologies, a prior engagement.
Oh.
I'm visiting a friend in Highgate from whom I have hopes of acquiring a small loan to tide us over.
I trust the loan sufficient to pay your fare back. Last time, you may remember, you missed the evening performance, and Emma had to fill in with a song.
That must have been a rare delight for all concerned. Never fear, I shall return in time for me entrance.
Emma! Emma!
Could I be of assistance? I wonder if you could see a way clear to loaning me my cab fare. I feel it might not create a very good impression were I to arrive by public conveyance. Oh, no, I thought not.
You can walk to Highgate in 20 minutes. Oh.
True, and I've not had a constitutional for some time. Mrs. Dilthorne, more your job than mine.
Come on.
How are the takings, Len? I'm so short-sighted I can never see beyond the second row.
We had a small but discerning audience.
15 to be precise.
Oh, God, that won't keep us in mealy puddings.
Well, till tonight then. Oh, Mrs. Dilthorne. Since you are delighting us with your impersonation of a 12-year-old child, I would be obliged if you'd make your sissy a little more ethereal.
Ethereal? Don't even know what it means.
Old Ada Tarbuck's got a nerve criticising anyone's performance.
Oh, I know. They even bore him when he's not playing the villain, poor old soul. Where's he off to, anyway?
Highgate. To borrow money from a friend.
Oh, I didn't know he had any. Oh, I know who it'll be. It's that woman. She lives in a big house at the top of Highgate Hill. He showed it to me once when we were... Oh, Len!
Well, who are you? What do you want?
Mr. Tarbuck? I was looking for Mr. Tarbuck.
He's gone.
Gone? But he was supposed to bring me something. He said he would. I waited as long as I could. Look, he didn't leave it for me, did he?
Leave what? What are you talking about? Leave what?
Nothing. You couldn't give me a drink, could you? Maybe just a small gin.
Nice friends, Tarbuck's got, I must say. Come in here, asking for blue
Oh,
gin.
Len, leave him alone. Can't you see he's upset? It must be something important he's after. If you really want to find him all that much, I can tell you where he is. Now look, you go out of the theatre and you turn left. And you keep on going till you get to the top of Highgate Hill.
Thank you.
Now, wait a minute, let me finish. There's a little road round to the right.
Gentleman in the drawing room, madam. Oh, I didn't expect him so soon. It's Mr. Tarbuck, madam. Oh. Mrs. Jarvis, I'm expecting Mr. Marriott. When he arrives, would you show him straight in? Yes, madam. Good evening, Adrian.
Lily, my dear child, as beautiful as ever. How well you fit the surroundings. Charming room, never fails to delight me eye every time I enter.
Why have you come, Adrian?
Oh, a social call, my dear. The London season's so short, I feel I should spend every available moment with you before I return to the dreaded provinces.
I see you also enjoy my brandy.
A little something to keep out the evening chill, my dear. I knew you would have insisted had you been here. That, objet d'art, that figurine, very beautiful. Valuable, too, I imagine.
I believe so. I've no idea how much it's worth.
Ah, still the same Lily we all knew and loved so well. Impractical as ever, but charmingly so. I wish I had your rightly contemptuous attitude towards money, but then, my dear, I am a man of many responsibilities.
So this isn't entirely a social visit?
You will be grieved to know that your old friend once again finds himself embarrassed.
Your constant embarrassment is becoming rather expensive, Adrian.
But we should not let it strain our friendship. We should remain friends, don't you think?
Let me see, it was £5 last time.
The last time, yes, but I fear 10 would better suit my present commitments. A modest sum. And it shall be returned in full. Not once, but 100-fold.
Oh, Adrian.
No, indeed, I promise you. I have in mind an investment, a theatrical venture, something that will be the fruition of all my experience on the boards. A new and splendid production of King Henry VIII. A spectacular wonder that will set London abuzz.
I fail to see what this has to do with me.
A few £100 would secure an early interest.
Adrian, if you really...
Ah, good evening, Mrs. Sinclair. I hope I haven't called an inconvenient time.
No, of course not. Please, do come in. May I offer you a little refreshment? Some tea, perhaps?
Thank you, yes.
This is Mr. Tarbuck.
Adrian Fitzgerald Tarbuck, your servant, sir.
How do you do, sir? Detective Constable Marriott.
Mr. Marriott has called because somebody tried to murder me last night.
No. I'm inexpressibly shocked. Who is the miscreant?
I'm trying to find out, sir. Is there somewhere private I could talk to the housekeeper?
Well, you're more than welcome to use the study. I'll just light the lamps, if you'll excuse me.
Murder. Oh, a foul and midnight crime. But what a brave spirit, sir. Lily said not a word to me, sir, not a word.
Lily?
Mrs. Sinclair.
Oh. Oh, perhaps you didn't want to worry her, sir.
Oh, obviously. We are very close, you understand. Indeed, I look upon her as a daughter. A creature of rare beauty, with a talent that enhanced our profession.
Profession? You're an actor.
I am Adrian Fitzgerald Tarbuck.
Yes, of course. I didn't quite catch the name. So Mrs. Sinclair was on the stage,
She graced the company of players for a time. You know, her retirement is a great blow to the drama. Not that she has entirely abandoned it.
She's returning to the profession, then?
We are to be partners in a new venture, something quite spectacular. That's it. Indeed, we were discussing the matter when you arrived. I have chambers quite nearby, you know, Camden Town.
Oh.
Yes.
What is it?
Oh, there, my good woman.
What is it? What's the matter? What happened?
Madam is back again.
Who?
The man who attacked you last night. I recognize his face.
Well, you could... Was there?
Well, indeed, there did appear to be someone at the window.
I only caught a glimpse of him. He leapt over the garden wall.
No doubt your scream gave power to his feet.
Scared the living daylights out of me, huh?
Never forget that face so full of malice. And his eyes so cruel, so cruel.
She said it's the same man who attacked me last night. She recognized him. There. Now, look, why don't you go and lie down in your room? I'll bring you up something.
Lie down? In my room? On my own?
Well, we shall be here, Mrs. Jarvis, and if you wish to summon us, believe me, your lungs are quite equal to the task.
Oh, perhaps I should.
I hesitate to depart at such a moment of crisis, but alas, an audience waits.
Don't let us detain you, Adrian.
Oh, never fear, my dear. I shall be back quite soon. Well, goodbye, Mr. Old Son. Goodbye, my dear.
I wonder how long it'll take Mrs. Jarvis to recover.
Oh, several hours, I should think.
So I'd like to get a less highly coloured description from her.
I wonder, if you have nothing better to do, would you care to stay for dinner?
Oh, I wouldn't like to impose.
Oh, it's no imposition, I assure you. Quite frankly, Mr. Marriott, I'm terrified.
Well, in that case, I'd be happy to stay, thank you.
Thank you. Well, I'll just take this to Mrs. Charles.
Yeah. Lily.
Dare you? How dare you follow me? How dare you leave this room?
Oh, I had to. Oh, Mr. Tarbuck, please, please. You said you'd bring me a bottle. You didn't. Please, give it to me. Please.
I should have let you suffer. Come there. Don't you ever dare go near that house again.
Oh, I won't. Oh, it was horrible. There was a woman, she screamed. And a man, he chased me. Oh, I was so afraid.
Afraid of the police, Dicker. You had every reason to be. Think, Dicker. Think. They'd lock you up in a little cell, Dicker. You really see the devil's there? That there'd be no kind Mr. Tarbuck to help you, Dicker. No gin in prison, Dicker. Don't you ever go near that place again.
I had to find you. Oh, it was horrible. I was hot and cold, and I was shivering all over.
No, you're shivering now. Huh. No wonder you're soaked through.
I'm cold. Cold as death.
Oh, no, you're not going to die, Dicker. Not yet. I have to get back to the theatre, Dicker. Don't you ever follow me again.
I won't, Mr. Tarbuck.
So you say. So you say.
Oh, what's it to be tonight? The theatre, the opera, or the Café Royal?
Mrs. Sinclair didn't say. Why?
Oh, I just wondered. You had a hectic 5 days of it. I thought you might be feeling a bit tired. Oh, I thought you might enjoy a quiet evening standing on the corner of Embry Street.
Sergeant Gardner, since the man put in a second appearance, Broadway assigned me to protect her.
The door is locked, Mrs. Bainbridge.
What? Yeah, how you startled me, Mr. Tarbuck. Since she was out, I thought I'd give the room a bit of a clean-up.
Indeed. A strange desire after all these years. But the door is locked, Mrs. Bainbridge, for privacy. I pay for privacy, and you have had your rent in advance.
Yes. I was wondering how Mr. Dicker was, not having seen him for some time, that is.
He is confined to bed with a slight chill. Now, be off, Mrs. Bainbridge.
Well?
Well, Dick and a boy, I have returned. How about a bowl of hot, nourishing soup?
Madam.
Yes, of course. Who did you imagine it was?
You might well ask, madam.
It's boring up there.
Oh, woman. You know she lives in a perpetual state of imagined scenes. Brandy, wasn't it, Bob?
Yes, thank you.
You know, I do believe she's even more frightened than I am. She keeps dropping heavy hints about being left alone in the house.
Thank you. Well, then appeal to her sense of logic, since our friend appears to be after you. He won't come near the house unless you're in it, so she's at her safest when you're out. So you didn't enjoy the opera, then?
Oh, Signor Puccini is a romantic. It's quite obvious he's never experienced La Vie Bohème with all its dirt and squalor.
You don't look back on your theatrical past with much nostalgia.
With none at all. To me, it was simply a succession of dingy lodgings and hungry nights. I suppose if I'd have been a good actress, I wouldn't have minded so much.
Well, according to Mr. Tarbuck, you outshone Sarah Bernhardt.
Adrian, still deluding himself that the public remembers a name it forgot 30 years ago.
You'll forgive me for saying so, Lily, but he seems a strange friend for you.
Well, I feel a little sorry for him, and guilty, too.
Why?
Well, you see, I left his company in the middle of a tour, completely disrupted his entire repertoire. I don't think he's ever quite forgiven me.
Yes, you told me about that, but you were offered a West End part.
Yes, at the Empire. I thought a whole new world would open up for me.
Didn't it?
Well, yes, I suppose it did in a way. At least at the stage door I was accosted by a better class of drunk. No, that's not quite all. I met my Robin.
Your late husband?
Yes. Lieutenant Colonel Robert Sinclair of Her Majesty's Coldstream Guards. He was killed in the Sudan 6 months after we were married. At least his death relieved the family of the tiresome necessity of snubbing me.
Oh, they didn't approve of the match?
Oh, Bob. An old and wealthy family like the Sinclairs, they'd hardly approve of a stage-door marriage. If Robert had made some other kind of arrangement with me, that would have been quite acceptable. His brother told me as much to my face.
His brother sounds like a charming man.
He's the only one of the family I've actually met, John Sinclair. He suggested, quite naturally, that I was marrying Robin for his money. Well, I have the money, but I don't have Robin.
6 months wasn't very long.
No, not long. Not even long enough to find out if we really loved each other.
Don't you know?
I've forgotten. You know, it's so easy to enshrine the dead, to sanctify them with affection. Was that the same as love? We only had 6 months.
Well, if I loved someone, I think I'd be sure of it. I think I'd be sure inside a week.
A week?
Well, 5 days, to be precise.
Oh,
I know, forgive me. I shouldn't have said that. It's what Sergeant Cork would describe as exceeding my duty. Good night, Mrs. Sinclair.
It is possible to know inside 5 days. I just wondered which one of us would be the first to say it.
I wondered if you'd gone to bed, madam. Could I make the fire up for you?
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Jarvis.
I wonder, would you mind if I,
I'll get you some from my room. I'm afraid I indulge secretly.
Thank you. It's chilly for the time of year.
Yes, there's a special kind of chill, too, sir. The chill of horror. I've felt it all around me these last few days, ever since it started happening.
Oh, you mustn't let your imagination run away with you.
Imagination or not, I don't think my nerves will stand much more of it. All these strange goings-on. Apart from being scarifying, it's not respectable, sir. Oh, Miss Marriott.
What's the matter, Mr. Jarvis?
Someone's turned the lamp out.
No, it's blown out. I feel a draft.
That door was shut. He's in the house. Mom!
Lily,
Mom!
Lily, darling, are you all right?
There's a man up there and he's got a knife.
Where are you? Who are you? Well, I've searched the house from attic to cellar. He's gone. I don't know how, but he's gone. Is your arm hurt very much?
It's only a scratch, that's all.
So I'd better get a doctor, though.
Oh, no, Bob, please. Please don't leave me. You know, when I saw him up there...
It's all right, darling. It's all right. You didn't recognize him?
I didn't even
Well, he's not
see
in the
him.
house. I'm sure of that. Look, I must go report this, Lily. I hate to leave you.
It's all right, Bob. Don't worry. Mrs. Jarvis will take care of you.
You only had some idea who it might be. Your brother-in-law, John Sinclair, would he stand to gain anything?
Well, the estate does revert to him if I die, but I don't think he would...
Well,
What? I'm sorry, Mrs. Sinclair. I couldn't stay another night under this roof, not knowing if I was going to be murdered in my bed.
You're not leaving.
I'm leaving.
Mrs. Sinclair will be on her own.
Oh, I know, sir. It won't help her if I'm done in too. I'm sorry, Mrs. Sinclair. Really, I'm
Mrs.
sorry.
Jarvis.
Don't, Bob. She's obviously scared out of her wits and you can't really blame her.
You can't stay here on your own. I know relatives.
No.
Well, there must be
Bob.
somebody's.
Bob, stay with me. Please. I was going to ask you to before all this danger, but now, please.
Not like this. Not this way. I'll see the constable on the beat. Tell him to keep watch.
Yes, do. Ask him to listen for a scream.
I've locked the doors and windows.
Apparently, he has keys.
Lily.
As you know, sir, we couldn't find Marriott, but, well, everything's turned out all right, sir.
It's a matter of discipline. I can't ignore it.
You want to see me, sir?
Yes. We arrested Jordan last night.
Oh, good. That's the end of the counterfeiters, then.
We read it a bit quicker if you'd been available to make positive identification. I kept sending men around to your lodgings all night. You weren't there.
No. I didn't go home last night.
I know that. Where were you?
I'm not at liberty to say.
You're not at what? Marriott, I'm asking you a question. I want an answer. Where were you?
There was another attempt on Mrs. Sinclair's life last night. Her housekeeper walked out. She was left on her own in the circumstances. I thought that...
In the circumstances? You spent the night with her. Alone?
Her assailant might have returned. I maintained an all-night vigil. In the hall, downstairs.
It doesn't matter if it's downstairs, upstairs, or in the lady's chamber. You acted in a thoroughly irresponsible manner.
Might I point out, sir, I was off duty?
Off duty or never off duty. Good God, man. Think of the good name of the department. This young woman comes here with a complaint. The next thing we know, you're in... Well, what did happen?
Nothing.
No! Marriott, you've done a lot of good work since you've been with us. I'll not deny that, but I'll be honest with you. You got your position in the first place because of influence.
Oh, there's never been any shortage of people to point that out.
You're off the case.
What?
It's plain enough, isn't it? You're off the case. Then Sergeant Gardner, you take over.
He wants to see you.
What about?
You're taking over my case.
The coronation procession of Queen Anne. Ah, what a spectacle that will be. Ladies in waiting, lords, judges, tipstaves, trumpeters. Suppose I could fit the Dilthorn somewhere amongst that lot. Act 5, the deck of the Royal Galley. Now, we must spare no expense in this scene, Lily. We can't spoil the Royal Galley for Abe at the top.
Adrian, if you really imagine that I am going to part with a single farthing for this ridiculous enterprise...
Ridiculous? Mind your words, Lily, please. My return to eminence is no matter for ridicule. And you shall be the instrument of my success, willingly or otherwise.
Lily, I can't stay here long. I'm not supposed to be here at all, not officially.
But you look upset. What's the matter?
Been taken off the case. Lily, you can't stay here on your own.
Alas, good lady, the trumpets sound. Stand close, the Queen is coming. Ha, just in time for the fanfare, Lily. Oh, Mr. Marriott.
Mr. Tarbuck?
Mrs. Sinclair has just agreed to invest a substantial sum in my new production.
A substantial sum?
Yes, the figure I had in mind was in the region of £2,000.
2,000?
No, a modest sum for what I envisaged. I sustained a small role, a supporting role indeed, in Mr. Charles Cabot's presentation of the same play, since when I have always longed to give me Wolsey.
Mrs. Sinclair has other things on her mind, sir.
Mrs. Sinclair has told me. Are you no nearer catching the miscreant?
No, I'm afraid not. Well, now that the housekeeper's gone, Mrs. Sinclair is here on her own. We have a constable on special duty, but it's hardly enough.
Adrian, why don't you move into the spare room? You're more than welcome to treat this house as your own. Oh, please, Adrian, really, I can't endure the thought of another night alone in this house.
But I mean, I suppose the fellow would return. And then we have the proprietors to consider.
Oh, nonsense. You're old enough to be my grandfather. And if anything should happen to my plans, what would happen to you?
Oh. Dear Lily, I could deny you nothing.
I think I should make it quite clear, Sergeant, that I regard a peremptory summons of this nature as verging on impertinence. I would be obliged if you'd come to the point.
Certainly, Mr. Sinclair. On 3 separate occasions, attempts have been made to kill your sister-in-law, Mrs. Lily Sinclair.
I'm hardly surprised. She's of the class of person who attracts violence. I fail to see why it should concern me.
Where were you at midnight last night?
Asleep in bed, where all prudent men should be at that
And
time.
on the nights of the 14th and 15th?
I haven't the faintest recollection. I will not be
Isn't
back.
it the case that if Mrs. Sinclair died, you would inherit her estate?
I believe so. She enjoys a life income from certain funds which would revert...
Ah.
This is preposterous. Are you accusing me?
Are you denying it?
Marriott. We're pursuing a reasonable line of inquiry, sir. You're not on the best of terms with your sister-in-law, I understand.
I've only seen her once. It was quite enough to recognize her for the harpy she is.
What did you say?
A harpy, sir. A ruthless, predatory creature who sent my brother to his death.
He was killed in the Sudan. Your brother was a soldier.
Yes, a soldier who volunteered for foreign service a few months after he was married. Does that sound reasonable? The Fuzzy Wuzzy's only finished what she started.
How so, sir?
He died of a broken heart long before that. He found out what kind of woman she was. There were other men, and not just in her past.
That's a damned lie.
I'm not a liar, sir.
What Detective Marriott is suggesting, sir, is that you're possibly prejudiced by the lady's background.
Background? Oh, the theatre. Yes, it's true that they met at the Empire Theatre. I've often wondered in precisely which part.
Well, I don't think we need detain you any longer, Mr. Sinclair. Thank you for calling.
Good day, gentlemen.
What did he mean by which part?
I've no idea.
What did he mean?
Well, the Empire nearly lost its license because some of the ladies were plying for hire in the bars.
Marriott, take a hold of yourself.
Just what does this Mrs. Sinclair mean to you?
Adrian, I was just unpacking for you.
Dear Lily, how kind of you. What a charming room this is. Feminine. So different from your own bachelor chambers. They tend to be rather Spartan, but with character. I intend keeping them on.
Oh, why? If you're going to stay here.
I wish to store a few odds and ends, you know, documents, photographs, a few valuables that I wouldn't wish to lose.
I see.
I'm sure you do. Oh, I should mention it, but since you were kind enough to suggest that I use the house as my own, I have taken the liberty of asking a few select friends around this evening.
A few friends?
Oh, a discreet little gathering.
Oh, Charlie, you are a caution, you really are. Yes, did you hear what he said to me? You shouldn't let him speak to your wife like that.
What did you say to my darling Emma, eh? Well, don't say it again. Oh! Oh, plenty more in the cellar, Charlie. Go and get some more in the cellar.
Oh, shall we let them in? Oh, hello. Got an invite? Never mind. It's open house tonight.
What is going on?
It's Adrian. He brought these people here.
His friends?
Friends, creditors. I think he found some of them in the street. He was drunk when he arrived.
But anyone could walk into this house.
Well, after we played the full houses for the rest of the season. No, I have often resorted to such amusing stratagems when pressed in. But, oh, thank you. Oh, our gracious hostess and her gallant policeman. Lily, I have been talking about old times. Do you remember Barnsley? I forget what the piece was, but I do recollect we took 15 shillings on the opening night. Something of a record. And then I had an inspiration. I persuaded Lily to make a slight adjustment to her costume. Very daring.
Adrian, please.
I'll call a constable. We'll have this rabble out of here in 2 minutes.
One moment, young man, one moment. We are all Mrs. Sinclair's guests, are we not?
Of course we are.
Very well, then. Lily and I share many fond memories of bygone days, places, people. 2 absent friends.
Absent friends. What absent friends?
Some of the finest thespians that ever trod the boards. James Tilwell, David Pilbeam, Richard Frensham.
Just say the word, Lily.
These people are my guests.
She's one of us, aren't you, dear?
Yes, one of you. Adrian, why don't you tell our guests about your future presentation? I'm sure they'd all be fascinated.
Henry VIII. Oh, no. I hardly like no. Well, if you insist, then I shall fetch me notes.
Yeah, go and fetch your notes. To our charming hostess. Our charming and lovely hostess.
Look at my old man. He's all like that when he's drinking. Let me alone. There was no call to do that, Mr. Policeman. Men didn't mean any harm.
He was molesting Mrs. Sinclair.
You didn't have to hit him. Maybe we are a bit boisterous, but there's no harm in it.
No, Emery's quite right. I was behaving badly. I must apologize to Mrs. Sinclair.
Well, you better, or you run us in.
You run us in. You run us in.
Now look here.
You run us in. You run us in. I think you run us in.
What was that?
Sounded like a shot.
Leonard.
Adrian! Adrian, are you all right? It's me, Lily. Bob, the shots came from in there.
Here's another key.
Yeah, they all fit. Here.
You're absolutely certain?
Yes, positive, sir. There are at least 50 witnesses who'll swear that Sinclair was at a dinner in the Guildhall. Well, damn it, he was in the middle of a speech when the crime was committed.
Well, it seems we have a murder on our hands, and you were present when it happened.
Yes, obviously Tarbuck surprised someone entering the house. The bedroom window was wide open.
Have the cat's been forced?
I didn't actually see any signs, but whoever it was shot Tarbuck made an escape by the same route.
Strange, the constable didn't see him?
He'd take darn good care not to be seen. Well, naturally, Mrs. Sinclair is very upset. She feels responsible in a way.
Harriet.
The dead man was an old friend.
Harriet, I think we've been driving you a little bit too hard these past 2 weeks. Now, I'm not criticizing you, but there are certain indications.
I'm all right.
You're far from all right. Take 2 or 3 days off. Go and have a holiday. Visit your aunt in Yorkshire.
Oh.
Only a suggestion, but I don't want you near this case or near anyone involved
No,
in this.
super.
That is not a suggestion.
What about Mrs. Sinclair?
We'll look after Mrs. Sinclair.
When it stops raining, we'll take a walk along the prom. Not that it's stopped since I've been here.
Why don't you go back to London?
Ah, matter of principle, lad. Department's over this leave since goodness knows how long. And intend to take it every last day if it kills me. No one ever suggests I take a day off when I look tired. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, lad.
No, of course not.
Very nice of you to come and see me for the day. Sit down. Have a sandwich, will you?
Sure.
She was being blackmailed, you know that, don't you?
Doesn't follow?
Oh, of course she does. Plain as a pikestaff. This fella Tarbuck, whatever his name was, must have had some hold over her.
No, Lily would have told me.
Lily?
Mrs. Sinclair.
Miss Sinclair, why should you have told you? And why you? Oh, I see. Why does it? How much does old Rodway know about this, eh?
Facts?
All right, let's examine the facts. You found the bedroom door locked.
Yes, from the inside.
And who locked it?
Well, the murderer.
Why?
Well, to allow himself time to escape, I expect.
Where was the key?
Well, he took it with him.
Why? If he left the key in the lock, you wouldn't have been able to get in, would you? Still not a fool. You'd have reasoned that out within 5 minutes to find the body.
You're saying that she killed him?
I'm saying what you know to be true, lad. You came here expecting me to produce a miracle. You knew what the questions were, and you hoped I could find a different answer. Pull yourself together, lad. Weigh up the pros and cons. There are ships, lad. Ships that go to the continent, ships that go to America, ships that go to Australia, and policemen in all these parts. But two people on the run would have the whole world to hide in. Especially if one had a deal of money and the other knew how the manhunt would work. These two would have certain advantages.
Yes, they would.
What happens when all the money's gone and you're tired of running? What happens when whatever you felt for each other turns sour with guilt? There's another thing. Who do you think they'd send after you?
What?
Oh, where's the doctor? Did you send for him when I told you?
Oh, yes, straight away. My girl went
got your
straight
message,
away.
Sam.
When I saw that door open, I said to myself, hello, Charlotte, something's up.
There's more dead than alive. The question of just which got him first, pneumonia or starvation.
How long has he been lying like this?
About 4 days. Tarbuck looked after him, and he's been dead since Sunday.
Tarbuck lived here?
Yes. Apparently he kept him alive on this. The landlady heard him shouting and screaming, but thought he was one of his drunken frenzies.
Poor chap, he was probably calling for help and nobody came.
Well, somebody did come. A woman. Well dressed, according to Mrs. Bainbridge, but that's all she can tell us. And she came a couple of days ago.
That means she walked in and found him like this?
Yes, and walked straight out again without a word to anyone. Oh, I found some documents. I haven't been through them all yet, but it seems that he was discharged into Tarbuck's care from a hospital up north about 2 years ago.
What was the trouble?
On the face of it, consumption. But if you read between the lines, drinks killed stronger men than Richard Frensham.
Richard Frensham? Is that his name?
Yes, have you heard it before?
Yes, I think so. I think I've seen him before.
Where's that blasted doctor?
All right, I'll pick him up.
Penny plain, tuppence coloured.
From your loving wife, Lily.
Lily.
She's been gone 15 minutes. Did you tell her it was urgent?
Yes, of course I did, but you know what the young ones like these days?
Well, there's a man
Have a
dying
look
in
for a
there.
Wednesday.
Look, give me the doctor's address. I'll fetch him myself. Oh, Marriott, you better start questioning the other people in this building. Someone might know who that lady was.
I know who she was.
Marriott!
We've got quite a good choice of doctors here, really. I mean, up at the corner, there's Dr. Shearer. He's quite nice. Then just down the road, there's Dr. Owens. He's Welsh. I suppose it's all right if you don't mind a foreigner poking about with your body. Well.
Oh. Come in. I was just about to retire. Come into the drawing room. It's chilly out here. Where have you been for the last 3 days? Even if you were too busy to call, you could have popped in a note. I've come to a decision. I'm leaving this house. It's too many associations. I'm going to sell it. Bob, what's the matter?
You undervalued yourself. You're a magnificent actress.
What?
Paying you a compliment, Mrs. Sinclair. Is it Mrs. Frensham?
I don't understand
Lily,
you.
please, we found him 2 hours ago. We walked in and found him dying. Richard Frensham is your husband, isn't he?
Yes. How did you find out?
Photograph. A cheap, mutilated photograph. And on the back, from your loving wife, Lily.
Bob, I swear I didn't know he was alive until...
Until you walked in and found him 2 days ago. Lily, you left him there to die.
No, no. I mean, I was confused, Bob, shocked. It was the last thing I expected to see. I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead.
Then why was Adrian blackmailing you?
Would you believe me if I told you?
Well, you never mentioned Richard Frensham. I didn't know. You didn't say you'd been married twice.
I married Richard Frensham when I was 18. We were both touring in Adrian's company at the time. I married him because... well, I don't really know why. His talent was so brilliant it could light up even the theaters we played in. Like a beacon. I suppose it dazzled me too.
Admiration isn't love.
No. But at 18, they feel very much the same. Adrian worshipped Richard's talent. Hated it too, perhaps, because he could never match it. You see, in time, Richard would have taken his place alongside Garrick and Irving and all the others. There was a failing. Talents like his burned quickly and brightly, and he had to replenish it from a bottle. Well, when I could stand it no longer, I left him.
Why didn't you divorce him?
I didn't have to divorce him. One day there was a letter from Adrian saying that Richard had died in hospital from consumption.
But he knew that wasn't true.
Of course he knew that wasn't true. Well, I wept for the dead love and looked for a new one. Oh, they weren't hard to find. But Robin was the only one who offered me marriage and security. After he'd been killed 6 weeks, I found Adrian on the doorstep.
He told you that Richard Frensham was still alive?
No, he was saving that in case I ever rebelled. No, he told me that Richard was dead, all right, but that he had died after I had married Robin. The marriage was bigamous. All this, none of it was really mine.
Well, technically it was bigamous.
Bob, I would have lost everything. I deserved a little happiness. But at first, Adrian only wanted a few pounds, but it wouldn't have stopped at that. You see, I was his path back to fame.
You've been lying to me all along. Nobody ever attacked you.
No. No, I just...
You just wanted to create a situation. Lily, that was premeditated murder.
Bob, let's go away together, just the two of us.
No.
Please.
No. You left him there alone and dying.
I see. What are you going to do?
It's out of my hands. You'd better get dressed and come down the yard with me. One thing, the gun.
It was Robin's service revolver. I got it in my room. Bob. Bob, have you ever seen a woman hanged? How long is the walk from the cell to the gallows? I heard they use a lighter weight
For
rope.
God's sake, Lily.
I'm sorry. I'll go upstairs and change and bring you the river.
Lily?
Oh. I wasn't acting with you. Not with you.
Is she here?
Yes, she's upstairs changing.
Yes, that bloke in the attic. He's her husband.